Today on the land of the Wiradjuri people, who are the traditional custodians of this land. I would also like to acknowledge the present Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who may reside within this area. Moving into item 2, applications for leave of absence. Can I please get a mover and a seconder? Mover, Councillor Rawson. Second, Councillor Nash. There being no leave of absence applied for, I'll put that. All in favour? Carried. Item 3, declarations of interest. Can I please get a mover for that? Councillor Beattie. Is there a seconder? Councillor O'Ryan. Is there any interest to be declared?
Yes, item 13. I'm an employee of that organisation and I'll leave the room.
Item 13, Councillor Poole, noted, leaving the room. Any further? Okay, being that declaration, I'll put that. All in favour? Carried. Item number 4, declaration of political donation. Can I get a mover? Councillor Poole, second, Councillor Weaver. Is there any declarations of political donations? Okay, so there's none to declare. I'll put that. All in favour? So carried. Item 5, oath for affirmation of office. We won't be going into the closed session of this. This will be continuing. So can I get a mover and a seconder of that one, please? Councillor Jones moved, Councillor Poole second. So the procedure we're going to undertake, councillors, in no particular order, is I'll ask each individual to stand, going from left to right, and either provide the oath or the affirmation as is in the certificate before you. And following that, we have Robin Little here, who's a JP, who will sign that you've done that. So starting with you, Councillor Poole, over the oath. Yes, and you'll need to stand too.
I, Andrew Dean Poole, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
I, Catherine Enid O'Ryan, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you. I, Graham Andrew Rawson, affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
I, Kevin John Beattie, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
I, Jennifer Ann Weaver, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act of 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
I, Jamie Thomas Jones, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
I, Marlene Joyce Nash, swear that I will undertake the duties of the Office of Councillor in the best interests of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Okay. I, Aaron John Pearson, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my abilities and judgment.
Thank you. I, Peter John Batten, swear that I will undertake the duties of the Office of Councillor in the best interest of the people of Cabonne and the Cabonne Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
We'll move to item 6, which is the mayoral election procedure for 2024. Can I get a mover and a seconder for that, please? Councillor Paul moved. Second. Councillor Batten. Is there any questions with regards to the election procedure for the mayor, deputy mayor? No? Okay, I'll put that. All in favour? So carried. Move to item 7, which is the election of the mayor. Can I get a mover, please? Councillor Weaver, second. Councillor Nash. We'll now move into the election of the mayor, and the Deputy General Manager of Services will act as the returning officer for the election, and I'll now hand it over to the Deputy General Manager of Services.
There is only one nomination for the position of Mayor. That nomination is for Kevin Beattie. I just need to confirm that the nominee has accepted the nomination. As there is only one nominee for the role of Mayor, I declare that Kevin Beattie is elected as Mayor for the ensuing 2 years.
Okay, so on the election process, Councillor Kevin Beattie has been elected as mayor. I'll put that. All in favour? So carried. We'll move into item 8, which is the election of the deputy mayor. Can I get a mover and a seconder for that, please? I move Councillor Rawson, second Councillor Nash. As with the election of the mayor, the Deputy General Manager of Services is the returning officer on behalf of the General Manager, and I'll hand it over to the Deputy General Manager of
Mr.
Services.
Acting GM, before we do, can I seek a point of clarification? Why we're still retaining the Deputy Mayor as only 1 year?
Interesting question. The Act states for 1 year, and in accordance with the Act, it's a default to 1 year. Council may seek to extend that for 2 years. We can either do that now, or we can do that separately following the election of the mayor, of the deputy mayor.
The purpose of my question was that I just think it would make some sense to elect the deputy mayor for the same period of time as the mayor. I mean, one benefit of it, although it may seem small, on an annual basis, it does save work for the staff of council. But they don't have to do it every year, and I just think it makes sense to make it the same term as the mayor. So I would move that we actually make it a 2-year term.
For a point of clarification, Councillor Batten, are you seeking an amendment?
Indeed, I am.
Okay, I'll open it up to, sorry, who's the mover and a seconder? Sorry? Yep, so I'll need a seconder for that, please. Councillor Weaver, second. Okay, it's with you, Councillor Batten. Do you wish to speak further on the point?
Acting the chair, I should say.
Okay. I'll move to, is there anyone against the amendment? Okay. No? Nothing further you wish to add, Councillor Batten?
Thank you, Mr Deputy Mayor. I think it's clear. I think no one in opposition. I think we put the motion.
Okay. So I'll put the amendment. All those in favour? Any dissent? Carried. Now the amendment becomes the motion. I'll put the amendment. All those in favour? So carried. So with that amendment, the recommendation now will read that the, sorry, I'll put it up on here, it's easy to read, that the acting general manager proceed with the requirements, and the further dot point that the term of the deputy general manager for Geelong Council will be for a 2-year period. Okay. Now I'll hand it over to the returning officer to undertake the election.
There's one nomination for the position of Deputy Mayor. The councillor nominated is Councillor Jamie Jones. Councillor Jones, do you accept the nomination?
Yes.
As there is only one nominee for the role of Deputy Mayor, I declare Councillor Jamie Jones a successful candidate and elected for the ensuing 2 years.
Noting that Councillor Jones has been elected as the Deputy Mayor for a period of 2 years, I'll put that. All in favour? Aye. So carried. I'll now call on the Mayor, Councillor Beattie, to attend to the front of the meeting.
Yeah, I'll say a few words first. All right, before we continue on, can I just thank each and every one of you for your endorsement for me to be Mayor of the ensuing term. It's something that I take as an honour and a privilege, and I don't take the role lightly. I'm very proud to lead such a fine team, and we've been a fine team so far in my time on council for the last 8 years, and I see no reason why we can't continue that way. Can I firstly thank each and every one of you for your commitment to stand as councillors. It's not an easy task. We have some councillors here that are returning for the 4th time and maybe 5 times for Councillor Weaver, is it? 6 times. There you go. We have councillors returning for the 3rd time. We have councillors returning for the 2nd time. And we have one here for his first journey, and congratulations to you, Aaron, for joining the team. And I say a team because we have been a team, and I see us moving forward as a team because we've achieved a lot in the past, and we've got a lot of work to do into the future. Continue the flood recovery, and to try and I say try to get what's best and what Cabonne deserves. So I think that's what we'll be achieving through this term. So thank you everybody again, and as I said, it's an honour and a privilege to lead the team, to represent the community as a leader and as the mayor, and to represent the staff as well. So thank you for this privilege, and I'd also like to congratulations to the Deputy Mayor, Jamie Jones. We've worked together, I think, for the last 6 years, something like that, as Mayor and Deputy, and we've got a good understanding of each other, and when I'm not available, he steps in, and that also goes for all of you councillors as well. In the past, if I haven't been available, you represent the Office of the Mayor, and I thank you all for that. So congratulations again, Jamie, and congratulations and thank you to everybody, and I look forward to this term. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr Mayor, and congratulations on your reappointment as Mayor for the next 2 years. You've certainly led a very strong and collegiate council over the last 8 years or so, or 7 years. And I congratulate you on your re-election, and congratulate my fellow councillors who I look forward to working with over the next few years to progress Cabonne as we rebuild from the 2022 floods, but also to, as you said, ensure we get our fair share of funding and services, and that we continue to make Cabonne an even stronger place and a better place to live and work. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, item 9, councillors, on the business papers is the destruction of ballot papers. Could I have a mover and a second? Moved by Councillor Weaver, second by Councillor Jones. We have no ballot papers as such, but we have our nomination, so I'll put that. All those in favour? Against? That's carried. Item 10 is resolution to fill vacancies. Can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Moved by Councillor Poole, second by Councillor Rawson. So everybody read that, understand what we're passing here? Yep. Righto. All right. Any discussion on that at all? No? All right, I'll put that. All those in favour? Against? That's carried. Item 11 is the delegation to Mayor and Deputy Mayor in the Mayor's absence. Could I have a mover and a seconder, please? Moved by Councillor Rawson, thank you. Seconded by, was that you, Councillor Nash? Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Any discussion on that at all? All right, I'll put that. All those in favour? Against? That's carried. Item 12 is delegation of authority to the General Manager. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Weaver, seconded by Councillor Batten. Any discussion on that? Oh. All right, I'll put that. All those in favour? Against? That's carried. Item 13 is the delegates to the Central Tablelands Water. Councillor Poole declared an interest in this and is leaving the room. Thank you. Could I have a mover and a second, please? Moved by Councillor Orion, seconded by Councillor Weaver. All right, I now would call, we have 2 positions to fill, so I'd call for nominations for to represent Cabonne at Central Tablelands Water. Councillor Jones.
Oh, sorry, are we doing one at a time or both at the same time?
Oh, well, we'll just see how we go here.
Okay, I'll nominate one then. I'll nominate Councillor Andrew Rawson.
Thank you. Councillor Rawson's been nominated. Can I just get a seconder for that nomination? Yep. Councillor Orion. Yep. Yep.
Can I nominate Councillor Nash?
Councillor Nash has been nominated, seconded by Councillor Weaver. Any other nominations for representatives of Central Tablelands Water? No further nominations. Well, Councillor Rawson, do you accept that nomination? Thank you. Councillor Nash, do you accept that nomination? Yes, thank you. All right. No further nominations. I declare Councillor Rawson and Councillor Nash delegates to CTW. Congratulations. And I'll now put that. All those in favour? Against, that's carried. Thank you, everybody. 14. Item 14 is fixing the date and time for council and other meeting forums of council. Could I have a mover in a second? Oh, Councillor Paul. Sorry. Councillor Paul, the delegates to Central Tablelands Water are Councillor Rawson and Councillor Nash unanimously. Item 14 is fixing the date and time for council and other meetings, forums of council. Mover in a second, please. Moved by Councillor Batten, seconded by Councillor Rawson. Scratching. Any discussion on the meetings? Times? All pretty good, straightforward. Same as normal. All right, I'll put that. All those in favour? Against, that's carried. Item 15 is the 2023-24 financial statement. Could I have a mover and a seconder, please? Moved by Councillor Poole, seconded by Councillor Nash. Any discussion on that at all? Oh. All right. I'll put that. All those in favour? Against, that's carried. All right. That's the meeting closed.